Hi guys, Dr. Corbin Pominville here. You're here because you're in pain and you haven't been able to solve it yet. This is because you haven't found the root cause of your pain. Pain is our body's way of saying there's a problem here. Almost always, if pain doesn't go away, it's because there's continued pressure on that area or compression on that area, that tissue. And that tissue in your body isn't allowed to heal up and feel better and less inflamed the way it should. So I put together a video with some explanations on the anatomy and what may be causing your pain to last longer than you'd like it to. Really hope this helps and gets you back to moving better, feeling younger, and being yourself again.
Hi guys, Dr. Corbin Pominville here. I'm back with our 6th anatomy series on shoulder pain. This is very common in people who may do a lot of sitting, may have a desk job, or you may just be active or weightlifting or playing sports. Shoulder pain is very common. I want to take this time to explain what's going on in your body and give you some answers as to why you are having shoulder pain. So first, let's talk about what actually may be causing this pain. Number one is repetitive work, sports, exercise, or other activities. So our bodies can withstand quite a bit of activity, but if we aren't doing it with proper form, things can start to break down. So this is very important to understand. Number two reason is a traumatic event. Could be a lifting injury, could be a car or bike crash, could be a sports injury. Number three reason is posture. So a lot of times shoulder pain, especially if it lasts for a long time, is due to our everyday habits. So what we're doing all day is we're sitting, standing, walking, sleeping even could cause it. So if we're doing these things incorrectly, even just a little bit, over time that can cause things to start to break down and it can cause pain. So now let's get into the anatomy a little bit. So you're here because you're having shoulder pain. This pain may even be going into your neck, your upper back. It can oftentimes, they all kind of work together, so it can go either way, even down your arm. The pain could be due to muscles, nerves, ligaments, or tendons. So let's explain a little bit on that. So first we have our upper traps. These kind of connect to the shoulders. Pain can kind of go up that way. A lot of times the pain is in the rotator cuff. So we have 4 rotator cuff muscles, 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. And what can happen is these can get pinched very easily. You see they're very tiny and they're kind of squished between bones and things like that. So if our body is out of alignment even just a little bit, this can cause pain because they can start to get squished. We also have our biceps here coming up to right here, as well as right here. This one, the biceps coming up. So those can get pinched as well, these tendons in here. We also have nerves. So quite a few nerves that come through the shoulder area, kind of through where your armpit is in the front of it, next to your rib cage. These come from the neck and all the way down, and that's why I was saying you may have pain in the neck as well. Could be in the neck, could be even back here in the upper kind of back area because of these muscles here. They kind of go from the shoulder to the back. All right, so now we kind of know what the structures are that could be getting pinched. And usually it's something getting pinched that causes pain. It's quite common. So let's get into the 3 anatomical reasons why you may have shoulder pain. Number 1, the muscles may be tight. So different muscles can be tight here. Here's one of the muscles that can be tight, the pec minor. And as you can see, this bundle of nerves goes right underneath the pec minor. So if this is tight, it can cause compression and cause pain in the shoulder and down the arm. And maybe even up into the neck. It can go either way. That's one of the muscles that could be tight there. Let's also go to the back here. We also have muscles that kind of go from the shoulder into the neck. These can be very commonly tight. Here's your levator. We also have the big upper traps connecting from the shoulder into the neck. Those can be tight as well. Several others. Those are 3 of the most common. Number 2 reason why you may be having shoulder pain, the bones might be too tight or stiff. So let's go ahead and take a look here. What I'm going to do is take that away and add in connective tissue. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of connective tissue around the shoulder, around in here, we have in the whole capsule as well. So there's a capsule around this shoulder, and if it gets too thick or too tight, what that can do is it can not allow it to move the way it should. And again, things can start to get pinched, because if, say, this gets too tight right here, now this muscle right here, your supraspinatus, if this gets too tight, this muscle can start to get pinched between the bones. So we might need to go in there and loosen that up. Also, what can happen is the neck can get too tight right here, because there's connective tissue right here. So if this gets too tight, what happens is if one area of the body gets too tight, then the areas next to it will become too loose. And so your shoulder could be too loose, and you never want anything to be too loose either, because that can cause compression on structures that shouldn't be. You want it to be basically just right. Number 3 reason why you may have shoulder pain: your muscles may be weak or not activating properly. So you might be saying, I exercise, I do shoulders in the gym, I am in shape. Well, you may have some of the bigger muscles, like the deltoids, but you may be lacking some of the stabilizer muscle strength, such as rotator cuff. We also have a muscle in here called your serratus that really helps to stabilize the shoulder blade. It connects to the shoulder blade right here, and the shoulder blade is obviously a part of the shoulder. We also have the lower traps and the rhomboids. So here's the upper traps, but we're looking at the lower traps. Those help keep your shoulders in a good position. It kind of helps pull your shoulders back and down. And also rhomboids in here. So these are muscles that we don't think about normally in the gym. And so let's see if I have a picture here. And so here's your posture, proper posture versus improper posture. And you can imagine in improper posture, your shoulders are slumped forward. This can place pressure on muscles, nerves, tendons, and ligaments that shouldn't be. So you want to have everything in line. So those were 3 reasons why you may be having shoulder pain. It's important to realize that different parts of your body may need flexibility and different parts of your body may need stability. And we just have to take a look and figure it out, because everyone is different. Your shoulder pain may be due to different things than someone else's shoulder pain. And this is why I can't give you an exact formula right now on how to solve your pain without taking a look at you. As you guys know, Better Life Health and Wellness specializes in shoulder pain. We've seen a lot of shoulders, a lot of necks. Right now, we're running a free total body diagnostic visit where we'll look at your whole body as well as take an in-depth look right at the shoulder. But as I've explained, the parts around the shoulder can actually contribute to it. So we're going to look at the whole area. We'll then use hands-on therapy techniques to decrease your pain and loosen you up where you need to be loosened up, and then use muscle activation techniques to stabilize you and keep you that way. So feel free to message us on social media. You can call or text us or submit a contact form on the website. Again, I'm Dr. Corbin Pominville, and thank you for tuning in.